It's joy to my day to be able to see one of your long stories and skip through it.
It's a pretty good
I'm
story.
like, oh no, here's Hume again on a little rant. Maybe just fucking spam so I can get through this stupid shit.
Welcome to DeepVision Podcast. I'm Matt Daddy Hookhand.
I'm Hume. I enjoy pineapple on pizza.
And I am Tommy, aka Frustration.
And we are joined by a special guest.
Jacob, what was that?
Jacob.
Introduce yourself.
What?
You're like, oh, I don't know.
Here, I'll cue him in again. And we're joined by a special guest.
Hi, my name's Jacob, also known as Spooketti.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, all right. For this episode, we're going to be talking about our top games of the decade of 2010. Is that how you say it? Like, because I'm pretty sure that's like
2010s.
2010s,
Say
yeah.
the 2010s.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think people usually
2010s.
say 2010s, but I think 2010s maybe still.
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't know. I don't
It's
know.
just like how people say,
like,
like, you know, it's 2012 versus 2012. It's the same thing.
yeah.
People will understand it. It just doesn't sound nice.
Anyways,
All right. Who wants to? Do you guys want me to start off?
sure.
Go.
Go for it.
All right, so number 3, or I don't know for ranks, but I was. It was kind of like a really close tie between Limbo and Cuphead, but I went with Cuphead because the style of the game, the music, the characters, and the replayability of it. I've replayed through this game like 10 to 12 times, trying to do it on hardcore mode and stuff. I just think this game was one of the best of the decade, in my personal opinion, just because it was an indie title that actually did pretty well. And I just really enjoyed the arcade run and gun shoot because I don't know, ever since I started like growing up, I always enjoyed it going to I don't know if you ate here when you were here, Jacob, but Stefano's, they used to have arcade games and they used to have a cowboy game where you were cows as the cowboys killing bad guys that I really enjoy. But yeah, I just think Cuphead, with its character design, art style, and music is on my top. That's the reason why.
Isn't there like a knockoff game that someone did like a couple years ago where like instead of a cup you're like a penis?
Probably.
Yes, I
Is
think
it
so.
called,
I swear
is it
I've
called
seen
Penis Head?
I've seen it on Steam.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking
Wait,
about.
I don't
You-
remember what it's called, but
Just look up
it's-
penis Cuphead on Steam.
I don't want to type that.
ruin your recommended.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go to Cuphead and see if there's like.
Yeah,
recommended from
it's
here.
called Cockhead.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
That's-
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
literally
one.
Cuphead, but just with.
Wait,
a
this is
penis
actually
head.
pretty well made, it looks like.
Yeah, it's truly.
What the fuck?
Did you guys play Cuphead? Because I
No, I played Cockhead.
Didn't play Cuphead.
No,
did
I didn't
not.
play it because I get frustrated easily.
yeah,
And
Jacob
isn't
has
Oh
it
my
bad
kind of
God.
like
history.
it's like a roguelike where you die and you
Yeah.
have to start over? I hate
and
those games.
then at the end of the game, or at the end of the boss level, it shows how far, or at any level, it shows how far you came, and then you get pissed because you were so close to the red flag and you died.
Yeah,
Like,
I
there's
don't
so
even-
many
I
times-
just don't even bother with those games anymore.
So many times I was just like, are you fucking, like, because something hits you when you don't think it's going to. But yeah, it's a super hard game, but let me tell you, the style of it and music goes a long way for
Oh, yeah, I
us.
watched people play it. It looked fun.
Yeah.
And
Bad
you guys all
experience.
remember Limbo.
Yeah, I remember.
Every
Limbo.
YouTuber has a video on Limbo.
True.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really talk about it. I mean, Cuphead's probably talked about too, but
Yeah.
I liked Cuphead a lot more. So, Hume?
Sure. I'm gonna say Shadow of War, Middle Earth Shadow of War,
Okay.
because I like playing orc Pokemon. It's a lot of fun.
That sounds about
And
right.
like combat in that game is also very good, but I'm just there for the orc Pokemon.
The
I
story's
love
also really good.
stories. Also, I think everything about that game is really
Yeah,
good.
That's a good game. That's a good series. Like the first, is that the first one or the second one? That's
That
the
is
second
the
one,
second
isn't
one.
That's the
second one.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'd say both of them for this one if I'm allowed to. But yeah, no, it was a great little franchise. I played the hell out of it. It is one of the games I think I enjoyed the most while I was playing it. So yeah, that's mine. I'm not gonna go nearly as in depth as Matt did with Cuphead because I don't know. I just liked the game.
I guess I don't have much to say about it. I didn't play the second one, but I did play the first.
Yeah, the second one's also pretty good.
I assume so.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you know so.
Okay, okay.
All right, Tommy.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say Fallout New Vegas, and the fact that I didn't know that it came out during the 2010s makes me feel really old.
That's because it came out literally in 2010.
I know, and that still makes me feel old.
I mean,
Because
fair.
when Matt originally said, "Hey, pick your top 3 games for 2010s," I was like, "Oh, that's pretty recent. See, this can't be
Yeah,
too
it
bad."
isn't.
11 years
It
ago.
isn't. You're just.
It's not.
I looked up a list and I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me? That came out then."
But yeah. Fallout New Vegas is probably one of the first open world games I ever played, and ever since then, I've been basing all my preferences off of Fallout New Vegas. It's got weapon customization, multiple different paths you can take that actually have meaning. The combat
Don't
was
you disappoint
what?
Don't you disappoint yourself because Fallout New Vegas is probably the best open world experience?
Yeah, I do, but you know, it also reeled me into playing mostly open world games as well. As I was saying, the combat could use some work. You know, the VAT system is a little clunky and for the player, but
Bethesda, am I right?
Bethesda, yeah, fucking.
Jacob, do you hate Skyrim too?
Yeah, I don't really like Skyrim that
All
much.
right, cool.
I think
Yeah,
that's
Whoa,
Skyrim
probably
whoa,
because-
whoa,
no,
whoa,
it's
whoa,
mostly-
whoa. There's a difference between hating and just not like.
I liked it a lot when it came out, and then as the years went on from its release, I realized I actually didn't like it, and that I hated it because I kept comparing it to Oblivion, and Oblivion was so much better in so many ways.
Oh my god,
just
thank
like
you.
Skyrim is so dog shit compared to Oblivion. And I understand now why they've waited over 10 years to even announce Elder Scrolls 6 because they're fucking scared.
Yeah.
Everyone's waking up from their bad dream of Skyrim. They're just-
Literally. I don't know.
They're like,
there's
"Wait a
there's
minute,
too much
this is
love for
good."
Skyrim, and I'm like, but it's shit. If you just go play Oblivion, you'll never want to touch Skyrim.
Yeah, go play the better version of Skyrim that happened years before.
Literally.
I get that. I don't know how, but I never compared it to Oblivion when I first played it. I played Oblivion a lot. Fucking every time I play Oblivion, the first thing I do is go to the fucking Sheogorath Island, Shivering Isles.
Yeah.
I
don't know
always
why.
go to the Coliseum because I think that was so cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what my brother did. He's like, "Yep, going to the Coliseum is the easiest first thing to do." But
Alright,
I don't know. I definitely really loved Skyrim when it first came out. I guess now because I've played it so much, it's just like I can't play the game as much as I could before because I've played through so many of the storylines now. But I still appreciate it for what it was. It's definitely not as good as Oblivion, but it still gave us something instead of holding out hope for a better Elder Scrolls game for another couple of
Yeah, I
years.
guess. I mean, like I said, in the beginning, I liked it, and I played like 100 hours. I have like 100 hours in it on Steam. I would play it a lot, but like I would also play TF2 a lot back in that time.
Oh,
so I don't know if that was the best. I mean, TF2 was fun, but like now, I wouldn't even think of playing it.
Yeah, it's garbage now. Yeah.
do you think it's garbage now because of the changes or because of like
Just
how much
because
you've grown?
how my taste of games has changed.
Yeah, I understand.
Where I wouldn't play TF2 anymore. That's like, I don't know.
Kiddish, like too kiddish, you think?
Yeah, almost.
I understand. I gotcha. I never used to ever touch in indie games, and now ever since I started playing Cuphead and stuff, I've kind of like wanted more. So I've been playing like Celeste and stuff. But moving on, Jacob, what's your first game
Wait.
you want to talk?
Before we move on, I just got reminded. If you like indie roguelike, should actually I'll bring this up for Game of the Week. I know what to bring up
All right.
because I otherwise I don't have a game that I played really. So moving on.
That's fair.
All right, so my number 3 was Call of Duty Black Ops 2. And I chose that as my number 3 because honestly, for a lot of nostalgia reasons, I would play that like all the time, like after school and in high school and fucking middle school. And I was just like, oh my god, there's so many good memories playing Black
Yeah.
Ops 2. And it's actually, and I didn't even choose it because of the campaign. I chose it because of the multiplayer. Like I would play League play, like the competitive multiplayer, all the time. And I met some random dude, and we would like duo in the League play all the time. And I remember one time he ran out of Xbox Live, and then he was like yo, can you look in your like games and give me like the 2-week free pass? I remember he asked me for that so many times.
Bruh.
Like he was so, I think he was really poor and he couldn't like buy Xbox Live after he ran out, and so I kept having to give him 2-week free passes from like, because they came with every game you bought for the Xbox back then. And I think I remember like 3 years after not talking to him, he sent me a message in like 2016 or 2017 on Xbox, and he was like, yo, do you have any codes?
He had to be
I
joking,
was
right?
like, oh my god. So yeah, it was just a lot of nostalgia for me.
So you liked Black Ops 2 over Black Ops 1?
Yes, because I played Black Ops 2 more, I think.
Oh.
And I like Black Ops 1 zombies more.
Yeah.
I hated when they started making zombies like weird and like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like the base. I just
now.
like the base zombies. I just like shoot zombie and get gun.
And the occasional dogs?
Yeah, and I didn't want all this like interdimensional shit or going to different planets. I'm just like, fuck off. Like, so any zombies after like Black Ops are really after. I mean, the zombies I'd rather play is just World at War. That's
World at War was pretty good.
Yeah.
Black Ops was so hard for me. Like, just because I was super into Modern Warfare 2, it was so hard for me to like love Black Ops as much as everybody else because it was coming off that high that Modern Warfare 2 gave me just because I love that game so much. But I've just realized that like a lot of kids nowadays probably won't get to experience LAN parties, and for some reason
yeah, honestly, like if we included like 2009 in this, I would have chosen Modern Warfare 2. Like I remember just quick scoping kids with the fucking intervention and FMJ and just fucking murdering kids. And then I loved playing Rust, and I loved playing that one called like Shipment, I think.
Yep.
And Terminal. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Terminal. I missed
Terminal was a fucking cracked map.
Yeah.
I just think that's the best Call of Duty ever.
Yeah,
And
no, I would say that's the best Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 2. I love getting in the fucking the modded lobbies or whatever. Being like, what the fuck is happening? Like there's this guy, I remember getting in a modded lobby and this guy's like level 29 unprestiged, then we end the game and all of a sudden he's fucking 10th prestige level 70.
So
like,
stupid. How many times do you hear the
I know.
the level up noise from Modern Warfare 2, man?
But I never prestiged in a Call of Duty because I never played so much as to get to like the max level.
Really?
I never prestiged in Call of Duty until Black Ops 2, and I maxed out in Black Ops 2.
Holy shit.
I don't know, but it was like 15th prestige or something, like, whatever it was. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I that's the only Call of Duty I've ever prestiged, and I actually maxed out.
I would say it's pretty good. Black Ops 1 is definitely up there for me, mostly because nostalgically, my mom actually loves playing the original zombie map on Black Ops.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
And she's actually really fucking good at it, and she still plays it to this day, I think.
Respect. I respect it.
She sends me like pictures, and then she'll call me and talk to me in Vietnamese and be like, "Yeah, this guy is so trash. He always needs me to revive him." I'm like, "Damn, bro."
Your mom's more of a gamer than I am.
But yeah. All right.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so this was super hard for me because I've played both of these games a lot. I'm just gonna mention both of them and then kind of go in depth with them because it's the one that you guys probably won't see coming. But the first one, of course, is Sekiro. I think besides Bloodborne, this is probably my favorite Souls game out of all the series, just because of the setting and the combat and the enemies. I just thoroughly enjoyed this game.
Wait. So you said
Soulsborne.
It's like soul-like.
Yes.
Yeah, Soul.
Okay, yeah, Souls-like. I was like, oh wait, hold up.
Yeah.
I had to look it up. I was like, wait, I don't think it's made by From Software.
No. It's a Soulsborne
No, it's a
kind of
Souls-like.
like.
I see what you mean.
It's the same style.
But my second game, because I've played this game so many times with different builds, is South Park Stick of Truth.
Oh.
Okay, all right, hear me out. All right. This game was actually a really good RPG, and with the different classes and different things you could do with your abilities and unit placements in teams, it kind of was an adult version of Paper Mario, and that's what I really liked about it. I don't know. I just played this game a lot just because I enjoyed the kind of customization and different things and different combos you can execute. And even when the game got more difficult, there was multiple ways to beat certain bosses with the different units and everything you can level up. And if you like good leveling and like good thinking of combos and stuff, this game was fantastic. So the
also you kind of have to like South Park
Yeah,
to like
true.
it.
Yeah, I grew up watching South Park, so
I never watched South Park. I was a
That's
Family
an
Guy
even bigger wow.
I mean, I've seen
I
like
just-
scenes. I've just never sat down and watched an episode because it's never really interested me.
I just thought it was really funny, and also like it was actually a really good game because most of the time when it comes off shows and stuff, it really isn't. But this game was actually a banger. I don't know if you guys play. Anybody else? Jacob probably didn't can watch South Park. Human, Tommy, did you guys ever play this game?
I did not
I
actually.
did not.
I watched people play it on YouTube.
Yeah, I watched it. You and I probably watched the same playthrough, Jacob.
Yeah, Jesse
Yeah.
Cox.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
really fun and really good, and I think if you guys were fans of the show, I think you guys should give it a try. They actually were super well made with the class system and different. I'd definitely.
Right, so then it's me again. I'm just gonna take. This is probably my top game of the whole list, but I'm just gonna take it off the tables right now, so that other people can't say it, so that it can remain mine, and that is Minecraft.
I thought
I don't
about
think
I thought about it.
It came out in 2011, and
really. God
Yep.
damn it.
and I did not play it until 2013, I think. But I think it's the game that I have the absolute most hours in is Minecraft, and I don't think I'll ever beat that anytime soon.
Really?
Yeah, because I used to play like 5 hours a day every day.
Yeah, I used to play Minecraft all the time, like all throughout like what was it, middle school and high school.
Yep.
Like if I wasn't playing COD and I wasn't playing Halo, wasn't doing homework, I was playing Minecraft with my friends.
Yep.
But
Minecraft
which is weird
great.
because now I like don't really like it that much.
I mean, you just changing taste, you know.
I guess.
But
Yeah.
that probably would have happened to me if I didn't start playing League of Legends as early as I did.
Oh God.
Because what was it? I think it was 8th grade when my brother introduced me to it, which was quite a while ago. I can't remember what.
You know what? I'm sorry that you had to play League of Legends instead of Minecraft.
Well, if we're talking about games we have the most hours in, that's League of Legends for me.
And
Yeah,
that's
me too.
2009, though.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
anyways, we're not talking about.
No, we're talking about Minecraft, the greatest game
But,
ever, where you
Minecraft-
go on minigame servers and play minigames for forever.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Remember the fucking, like, oh God, do you remember, what's it called? Fucking Hunger Games, Minecraft Hunger Games?
Yep.
Yes, I remember trying to get mod in like all these servers, and it was like the biggest deal ever.
Yep. Yep.
Damn, you were one of those.
Shut up.
Fucking try hard out here.
Yeah, okay. Fucking white name.
Facts. Oh my god. But Minecraft almost made it onto my list, but it tied with Terraria. Minecraft and Terraria.
Terraria.
Whatever.
Terrarium.
I don't know.
I mean, they're the same
Minecraft-
game, just one's
Okay.
2D.
Jacob, shouldn't say that. Okay, your ignorance is showing. But
I played a lot of Terraria too,
then
Same.
how are you able to say that?
What do you mean? They're
because
the
I
same
played
game.
a lot of Terraria.
They're
Yeah.
They look
literally
the same.
not the same. Anyways, both of them do have a lot of creativity to them, but I think the way that you play them is a lot different.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
I think-
Terraria is more of an adventure game, whereas
Yeah,
Minecraft.
I think I liked Minecraft when I was young because I had a lot of creativity in my brain still, and then now it's all
Jacob.
completely burned out of my brain, and I'm just an empty husk.
Why did you have to make it depressing?
So what you're saying is you like Terraria now?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
creativity. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Today, honestly, I like games where there's no creativity because it's rough. It's rough out
It's
here in
just
the streets.
easier.
That's a yikes, man.
And that really brought the mood down. Fuck.
Wow.
So Jacob, what's your next game?
Whoa. You skipped me. Hold on.
You said Terraria.
No. I said Terraria and Minecraft were tied, and they almost made it on the list.
Okay,
Oh.
so what's yours then? Hurry up.
Mine is Bloodborne,
Oh,
and I know Jacob can't relate, but Bloodborne
Why you gotta
Bloodborne-
do it to him 2
Bloodborne-
episodes in a row?
is the best
What?
best roguelike game I've ever played, in my
Wouldn't
opinion.
it be a Souls-like and not a roguelike?
Is it Souls-like roguelike?
No,
No, they're not the same
no. Roguelike is you restart
thing.
at
You restart
like
the
once
entire
you die.
game if you
Yeah.
die.
I guess, yeah. Souls-like. Best Souls-like game I have ever played. It has
I'm
satisfying...
pretty sure.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, just to clarify, I'm pretty sure it counts as a Souls game. I'm pretty sure it's not a
Well,
Souls
well,
like. I'm pretty sure it's an actual
Yeah,
Souls
because
game.
it's made by From Software.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a different style, which...
My favorite Souls game was Jedi Fallen Order.
It's not a
No,
Souls game.
It really is. It's literally a Souls-like.
Okay,
It's the
Souls
same
like,
the same
yeah.
mechanics.
Okay.
Okay, but
Okay.
anyways, as I was...
Yeah.
It's
Go
got
ahead.
satisfying combat. The fucking storyline, if you care to find out about it, is so intensely weird and off-putting, but interesting at the same time. And the way that you find all the story details is pretty satisfying. And there's so many secret areas in Bloodborne compared to the other Souls. I don't know. All the bosses are fucking unique and crazy. It's just...
Vicar Amelia.
Yeah, Vicar Amelia, Jesus Christ. But the only downside that I can think of for Bloodborne is the fact that it's only on. There is no fucking port to PC, even though it's been out for fucking years now, and that's the only thing that I don't like about that.
Don't mind all of us fact checking you right now.
Came out in 2015.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
he's right.
No, I know it's not on PC.
Yeah.
It's probably some licensing thing where Sony was like, we get to keep this exclusive for X amount of
Yeah,
years.
they wanted
Yeah.
exclusivity.
Well, you know what? So I first found out about Bloodborne because Jordan and I, we went to like the PS4. There was like a weird premiere event at fucking Great Falls, Montana, where you could play the PS4, be one of the first people in the world to play the PS4 in some of the games, and Bloodborne was one of them.
Out of all places, they choose.
Yeah, they
Great
fucking
Falls.
chose Great Falls, Montana.
That's sad.
And Jordan and I showed up, and it was fucking lit. It was so cool.
The only memories I have associated with Bloodborne is Bennett.
Being angry.
Bennett, Tommy, if you know
Oh
Bennett.
my god, no. Okay.
That's the
Anyways,
only association I have with Bloodborne.
moving
Where
on.
he would go to that guy's room and like bum off his PlayStation to play Bloodborne or something. That's all I know.
Moving on. We don't need to talk about that particular individual. For the
Yeah,
love
that's a
of
whole- that's a
Odin.
whole- yeah.
For the love
Oh
of
my god! I forgot about that.
Wink, wink. Anyways, moving on, Jacob. What's your next game?
All right. My top two, I think technically I feel like they're tied, but like I'm not. I guess not because I ranked them, but like I'm really torn between them. My second one I guess have to be Dishonored.
Oh,
That's a fucking good one right there.
Dishonored is when it came out, the 2 years after it came out, I would play so much of that game. I would do all the playthroughs, do all the different endings. I have like 90 hours on Steam. It's an amazing game. It's one of the best single player games I've ever played. At least best like stealth single player game. I love the story. I love the art style. I love the gameplay. It's just all around a beautiful game.
I mean, it's like you feel cool when you play the game.
Literally, it's awesome. I love all the different endings and the choices and all that stuff. It's great. I love it.
I personally never played it. I'm not really sure
Me
why.
either.
If
Did you see these two uncultured swines,
You should
Jacob?
play it. Like, you should
Well,
play it. It's
I'm
it's
just trying
so
to.
fucking.
I'm just trying to think because I remember seeing it and be like, "Wow, that looks really cool." And I'm pretty sure it's a game that I would like to play, but I don't know why I never played it. I don't know if it must have been like just when I was deeply invested in Legends or something.
Play it now.
Playing
Yeah,
now.
just
It's
play it
worth
now.
play it now.
No, I'm serious. It's worth it.
Okay, all right. Maybe after Resident Evil,
Yeah,
I'll give it a try.
Dishonored 1 is $10. Dishonored 2 is $40.
Yeah, Dishonored 2's really good, but not nearly as good.
Not as good as
And
1.
then
Yeah,
the
1 is better.
Dishonored, Death of the Outsiders, the one after
Ooh, yeah.
Dishonored 2 was not very good, but 1 and 2 are one's absolutely
great.
amazing, and
One's
2
so
is like
good.
really good.
Yeah. 1's so good. Oh, and there's loads of DLC for it. There's like 5 DLCs or something.
Yeah, there's a
4 or
bunch of
5.
DLC.
Yeah. But yeah, Dishonored. Okay, Matt, your last one.
All right. I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this one, but it was a game that a series from my childhood that I hold very dear to my heart. So my top game of this era had to be fourth.
I love Gears.
I do too. Gears of War is a perfect example of how you world build and fun combat, super fun combat, and the multiplayer levels are one of the best in any of the shooters I've ever played. Like every level seems like a different kind of thing you can do. The characters are fantastic. I played this game so much, and what makes me sad is, in my opinion, Gears of War ended after.
I like Gears of War 2 more than Gears of War 3. I'm be honest.
That's a pretty
But
good
I don't
debate.
play multiplayer. I just played the campaign.
Yeah, that's fair. Like Gears of War 2 had a lot of cool shit because it was the rising action and Scourge, cool as
Yeah.
fuck. Scourge was, in my opinion, the best boss in the Gears of War story. But
For some reason, this is bringing up a memory. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's all good.
Bring up a memory of the game series Earth Defense Force,
Holy
That
shit.
sounds familiar. Hold up.
where
hold up.
it's the Earth is invaded by giant insects and bugs.
Yep.
Like Earth Defense Force, I forget which one I played, but I played Earth Defense Force.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I played one of them, and it was the weirdest fucking game, but I loved it.
So
but
there's-
Earth Defense
there's been a
Force, where
lot
you
of
get
them.
invaded by these fucking like giant insects and giant spiders and giant like ants and stuff, it was weirdly good.
So
That's all I gotta say.
So there was one released in 2005 called Global Defense Force. 2006 is Earth Defense Force.
I think
2017.
Iron Rain is the one I'm talking about, or 2025. Earth
Yeah,
Defense Force
yeah, Earth
2025.
Defense Force 2025 was released in 2013.
Yeah, that's I think that's the one. Yeah, it was Xbox 360. Yeah, it's such a weird game, but like I don't know, I would play that a lot for some random reason.
Well,
That's
apparently
actually
it
'cause-
must... Sorry, go ahead.
Or was
Oh,
it Earth
I'm just
Defense
saying,
Force 6? No, no, that's a new one.
That reminds me of like the horde mode, because that's another reason why this game was fantastic. If you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
like survival, between all these like different waves, it was so much fun. I remember grinding horde mode for hours upon hours with my friend, just doing different like laser fence builds and stuff like that. This game is probably one of my top 10s of all time, just because of how much I enjoyed personally. And this series is probably in my top 3. Gears of War is a fantastic. The first 3 kind of got shit after Judgment.
Yeah, we don't talk about the other ones.
Yep. No, the Gears of War, in my opinion, ended after 3, and let me tell you,
I would agree.
it's a game that felt like it gave you something more after each sequel, because sometimes after sequels I just hate some of the sequels, or it just didn't live up to the itch that the first game gave me. I'm looking at BioShock.
I'm looking at Halo. Halo
yep.
4 is dog shit. Halo 5 is dog shit.
Halo Infinite probably is
Halo
going to be dog
Infinite,
shit.
I'm really hoping it's not going to be, but
It's not. I'm just not holding my hopes very high
Yeah.
for that. But yeah, I just love this game so much. So that is my top game of the 2010s.
Wait, I heard. I don't know where. I don't remember where I heard it from, but I heard that the very newest, or
Gears of War 5.
that's what I heard.
Gears 5.
The only thing I know about Gears of War now is like actually has like a pretty huge esports scene.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
It
it's
does-
actually.
yeah, it's like Gears 5 and Gears 4 were like it's like actually a decent sized esports like thing. Like I remember like there's a bunch of old esports teams I used to follow like for the Call of Duty teams that are still in my subscriptions on YouTube. So I'll see these random
United,
videos.
Splice.
I'll see these random videos of like Optic Gaming Gears of War team, and I'm like, what the fuck? Gears of War team?
Yeah, I mean the multiplayer I played through the 5th one just because I needed the itch of the multiplayer, but the story is just such bullshit. It's just like, okay, so what if these aliens that invaded Earth weren't really the bad guys? And I hate it. I hate it.
Oh
I
yeah,
hate
you
it.
brought
I hate
that
it.
up before.
I despise this kind of trope more than anything in games where you're like, oh, I spent 3 games hating this group or this person. And they're like, okay, what if they were bad? I hate it with all of my heart.
Yeah.
But anyways, moving on, Hume, your last game.
If I had to rank my games, I would probably say Shadow of Mordor is number 2. Minecraft is number 1. And for my 3rd place one, I'm going to go with the Jackbox Party Pack franchise.
Okay,
Because-
Mr. Popular with friends.
Because
Imagine being able to have friends.
it's the most fun that I've had streaming has been streaming that game. And then also, like, I've gone to parties before and people have straight up just like whipped out like a PS4 or an Xbox or sometimes just a laptop and been like, we're playing Jackbox. And I'm like, all right, we're playing Jackbox. And it's been fun. I don't know. So yeah, that's my number 3 is Jackbox.
I've never played it.
Yeah, I have it installed. I
Is
have
that the
two.
one where you can get the t-shirts printed?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I play TKO all the time.
Yeah.
That's my favorite
I've
game.
never played it.
I only
I love
recently
TKO.
got into it last, or is it?
It's fun.
I don't know how
Yeah,
long.
usually
it's
I
been around.
can't play games where you have to play with other people because I don't have any friends.
Why do you do this? Why do you try and bring down the mood like intentionally?
Yeah, you definitely meditated that.
Yeah, that was. You were like, watch me get him.
Okay, Mr. Vernacular.
Vernacular. Because he said premeditate.
Isn't it pretty vernacular to say that vernacular?
That's the point.
Shut the fuck
All
up.
right, but yeah, I like Jackbox games. I'm excited for new ones to come out. I like for my favorite like actual games off of the because it's a collection of games, right? So my favorites are TKO, Role Models, and the one where you're giant robots in a city that rap.
J.
I
Cole?
think
J. Cole.
sure.
Role model?
Speaking of which, J. Cole's releasing a new album pretty soon.
I know. Isn't it like today?
No, he just released.
Oh, the interlude. Yeah, I haven't heard it yet.
It's pretty.
Okay, so Tommy, what's
Where's
your
Kendrick?
last game?
So for my last game, and none of my games were ranked in any order. I don't know if I could right now.
Oh, I ranked them.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, Tommy, you're left out.
But you probably heard me mention this game a lot in previous.
Rim Job World.
No.
He
Yes.
just crossed it off the list. Like, all right, we're
Pressing
going to the backup.
As I was saying, RimWorld.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're obsessed with them.
Yes, and I will not deny that fact.
You have a problem.
Yes, I will not deny that fact. What have I not said about this game? I don't know. But it's basically a colony simulator, base builder, RTS kind of thing, and it's fucking great. I think when I first got into it, I think what happened was, so it was a summer where I was staying at my grandpa's, right? And this is also a time where I was playing a lot of League of Legends. But, you know, my grandpa lives in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, so there's not really a way to play League of Legends, right? Enter this game called RimWorld, where I was able to play it for days on end during the entire summer, every day, probably for, I don't know, at least 6 hours a day, almost every day of the summer, and I didn't get bored of it. Unfortunately, Steam doesn't calculate your hours when you're offline, but
Oh, your Steam hours online are 344 hours. So
Yeah.
you're telling me it's more than that?
it's
It's
probably close to double or triple that.
Jesus.
damn.
If that doesn't
True
tell
prop.
you about the replayability of it.
I like to imagine Tommy in like a beanie with his like little glasses on, and he's got like a laptop, and he
I
like
don't think I've ever
walks
seen
into a
Tommy. I don't think I've
Starbucks.
ever seen Tommy in a beanie.
slaps his laptop down on the Starbucks table, opens it up, and it's just RimWorld.
FYI here, as Jacob says, I actually never wear hats of any kind.
Okay, right, but this is my fantasy, and in my fantasy, you wear a beanie.
Okay. Jesus
So you're
Christ.
having fantasies about Tommy now?
I guess so.
But yeah, if any of you are into any of that type of game, I definitely recommend it, and I recommend it to the point where I will share my Steam library with you to have you play it. That's
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm
yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's I just if you like RTS base building, then I'm pretty sure it's the best one out there. Because I don't know if you guys ever knew about the game Evil Genius.
No.
Yeah, Evil Genius 2 just came out.
Yep, and it's dog shit.
Okay.
I love the original Evil Genius, and I didn't think they'd ever make a sequel. But the second one just takes away a lot of aspects of the first one. It's just they dumbed it down basically. But if you were looking forward to Evil Genius 2 and you were disappointed, definitely play RimWorld instead. All right, that's it for me. That's
Jacob?
my last game.
Right. Man, my number one. There's so many. If we just went back like into the 2000s, there's so many other things I would say. But for 2010s, I guess I'll have to settle. My number one would be Halo Reach. I played the shit out of Halo Reach. I think it's one of the best multiplayer shooters ever. It's amazing. I feel like the only multiplayer shooter that's better than that is Halo 3, which unfortunately is not in the 2010s, or else I would have picked it. And also the campaign on Reach is actually so fucking sad. Like, spoiler alert, but literally everyone dies who you've been like you're getting all this story building around this noble team, and
They
then
fucking
by the end of it,
died.
they're all fucking dead. And then after the credits, you're literally there's like a game mode where it's endless waves until you die, and then you have this really sad cutscene when like you're the last one and like they fucking kill you. Oh my god, it's so sad. There's so many memories. It's oh my god, I love it.
That
And
was a
also,
really good game.
oh my god, if Halo ODST came out not in 2009, I would put it here too. Because Halo 3 ODST was amazing too. That Halo 3 ODST I feel like has one of the best soundtracks ever. Deference for Darkness is like my favorite song ever.
You know, I never was really into Halo, but I do respect their soundtrack.
Like, oh my god, it's so good.
You weren't into Halo? How the fuck?
Well, I
were
never
you
had
not
an
into
Xbox.
Halo?
Listen
Okay.
to that and tell me it's not the best fucking soundtrack music
such a good
thing
song.
ever.
we don't
Halo
so good.
Reach. The
But
different game modes.
yeah,
It's so
Halo,
fun.
Halo Reach. I just love the campaign, campaign and the multiplayer. I remember trying to get what were the ranks? The Halo Reach ranks, multiplayer ranks. I remember like grinding so hard with my friends to like get like the max rank. And then there was the skull helmet with the blue flames that like you could only get if you like something to do with Bungie. And oh my god, I wanted that helmet so bad. But I don't remember. Oh yeah, there was all the fucking ranks. Yeah, I think I only ever got to I think I got to like Nova, and the max rank is Inheritor, and it's like 4 ranks away. But like, oh my god, old Bungie games, like Bungie fell off after Destiny 2. I'll be honest. Destiny 1 was good. All the Halos were amazing. Destiny 2 without the expansion was kind of good, and now it's just bad. But
Yeah, I
Halo
just think
Reach.
they're putting out empty content for them to work on a different project, as I'm hoping.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I grew up on Halos. I think Halo was the first game I ever played. I played Halo Combat Evolved on the OG Xbox. So Halo's got a special place in my heart.
I respect it. I absolutely love Halo just because of the different game modes you could make and people made. Like
yeah,
the
the
bumper
custom
car
game
ones
modes.
and yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Fucking-
those were so fun. Oh my god! And I think that was when they first introduced. Was it when they first introduced SWAT, or was SWAT in Halo 3?
I think it was like a rotating game mode of like
Yeah,
the
yeah. 'Cause
mosh
I
pit.
fucking loved SWAT. SWAT was such a good game mode.
And it was just like I don't know that I just wish Bungie was back, but they
Yeah, the maps were really good too. And
Oh.
the multiplayer maps were really good. It's just all around an amazing game.
yeah, I remember like doing the bumper car things, like where people made like a floating map, and then it
Yes,
was just
I remember
bumper
that. Oh
cars
my
with
god.
warthogs, and for some reason they added gravity hammers.
Oh my god. Griffball 2 was fun.
Griffball was fantastic, but anyways, that wraps up our all of our top threes, and I think we're gonna get to the game of the week and call it. I'm gonna start off and say my game of the week that I've been playing the most, Dead by Daylight. I used to be a pretty high-end killer for the ranking system, and I just finally got back into it because I started watching one of my favorite YouTubers on for Dead by Daylight, and I just started picking up. I main the Doctor, the person who shocks people. And I've just been having a blast with it. I think I'm gonna start streaming it more and like unlock all the perks and stuff for each killer and kind of just see if because last time I streamed like a new game that I was excited for, somebody raided me and I got like 6 new follows. So it happened with Titanfall 2. So yeah.
Oh
that
no,
is
you're
my
playing
game of the week.
Titanfall 2. I feel bad.
It's so good. What do you mean? That game
So
is
bad.
fantastic. It's such a good. Hume, you want to go with your game of the week? I think I
All
already
right.
voted.
What do you think it is first and foremost?
Apex.
Sure, it's Apex. Let's go with that. I definitely had a game of the week prepared, and it's Apex Legends. I'm working on unlocking Valkyrie because that's the new character, and that character has a jetpack. And in Halo Reach, I loved using the jetpack. That's right, I played Halo Reach also. It was the only Halo game I played.
I mean, I would have much rather that been your only Halo. I'm
Yeah,
happy it
then-
wasn't the newer ones.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Tommy, what's your game of the week?
My game of the week, even though I did not play it this week, is Salt and Sanctuary. I'm assuming that no one here has ever heard of it.
No.
Nope.
Actually, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a Hume kind of game.
Well, that's Poggers.
Yeah, you forget.
That's actually Poggers. But it is a roguelike, or not roguelike, Souls-like 2D platformer made by an indie company. It's actually pretty fucking good. It obviously has heavy inspiration from Dark Souls, but it does it in a way where it's like it doesn't feel like it's trying too hard. And for a 2D platformer, it did a pretty good fucking job. Matt, you said you like Cuphead a lot.
Oh yeah, I love Cuphead.
I think you would like Salt Sanctuary a lot, and it's also it has a 2-player LAN game as well, so you can have like someone on the same screen as LAN, and that actually makes it so much more interesting. It sometimes makes it harder, but I definitely recommend it if you have anyone that you can play LAN with. So if you got like your fiance to play with you, that would be.
Oh no, she would hate it.
Yeah. Also, I would like to say, while I did say that I know about this game and like know of this game and have seen gameplay, it is on my ignored list on Steam.
Ignored?
Why?
Because it didn't look like something that I would play.
Where can you see your ignored list?
If you finish a queue, you can look at your ignored games.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah.
But Hugh, you should play it.
It's on my ignored list.
Well, unignore it.
I
Okay,
don't
why
know about that one.
why is the first game recommended in my queue Subverse, a sexy new sci-fi where you command your own starship?
Do you actually want to know?
Babes in the galaxy.
Jacob, do you actually want to know?
We're ready to bring your fantasies to life in fully animated love scenes.
Do you want to know why? It's because Jesse is the producer for that game.
Really?
Yep.
Jesse.
Or one of the producers for that game. I don't know.
He's a YouTuber we both watch.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he did a thing about it on his channel.
Well,
but
guess I'm just gonna have to support my YouTuber.
Good thing Jacob knows how to play a game with one hand.
True.
Goddamn right. Total War Rome remastered.
Yeah, I heard that it's
Not good.
Because it's basically did you know that they made a mobile version of Rome Total War?
No.
They basically took that and turned it and called it a remaster. So I went through all the reviews because I was super excited, and I was like,
It's
Wait,
kinda
so
like
Hume, is it in
Warcraft
the not interested? View the titles marked not interested?
Yes.
Oh, Path of Exile, Planetside 2.
Path of Exiles.
Yeah, Elite Dangerous.
Well, there you go. All right. Is that one more game of the week and it's just Jacob?
Yep.
I guess so. I didn't play a game this week, but the game I'm hyped for is Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil Village. That seems pretty hype. Haven't played it
What
yet.
aspect are you most hyped for?
What?
What aspect are you most hyped for about Resident Evil 8?
I don't know. I'm just hyped for it's a new Resident Evil game. Very good game.
You know what he's switching for, right?
Yes, I know what he's rooting for. He's rummaging around.
rummaging
I don't know
around.
what any of you are
And
talking
then-
about.
And then, yeah, that's it. Just Resident Evil 8.
Yep, that's fair.
I respect it. Right.
But I think that's gonna wrap up our podcast for this week.
No.
No?
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay. I thought you had another point to talk about.
You guys will stay
but-
listening forever.
That's the hope. Because I want to quit Target. But anyways.
Forehead.
I'm finishing school and then I will. But anyways, that should do it.
No one else in this call can relate except me. What?
True. Hi.
What?
What?
Finishing school?
Oh. Okay, let the man end the podcast.
But anyways, I hope to see you guys back here next week, where hopefully we'll have our guest for the MMO episode, and we won't have to scrounge together another thing. Even though I thought this topic actually went really well.
Who's the guest for the MMA thing?
Zara.
Oh,
Should be fun. All right, but we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Like, subscribe, bye. What? You can't ask
brings
questions.
joy to my day to be able to see one of your long stories and spam skip through it.
It's a pretty good
I'm
story.
like, oh no, here's Hume again on a little rant. And maybe just fucking spam so I can get through this stupid shit.
I don't think he does it that often, does he?
No,
It's pretty often. It's like at least 3 times a week.
it's not 3 times a week. Well, the last one of these that I did was like 2 months ago when I had fucking
Whatever.
my first, what was it? Four Loco.
Maybe
I
it
lost
wasn't.
brain
Maybe it wasn't
cells
stories,
that
but
night.
ones you sent.
Oh yeah,
out.
no, the ones that I sent to you
Yeah.
were fucking awful.
Yeah, that's.
ones that
I don't even look at them, which
It's
makes
not
it
like-
even worse.
The ones I sent to people personally are just meant to torture people.
It doesn't even torture me. I'm just like, okay, I'm playing fucking the cookie game where you have to tap as fast as
Cookie
possible.
clicker.
Clicker.
Yeah, literally, that's what I play when I open your snaps.
Yeah, the stories are fine. The stories are great. But everything else is fucking dog water.
Except I saw the Wilkies and I was like, oh,
Oh, the Wilkies.
The
Yep.
Wilkie.
The fucking Wilkies. Oh god. All right. I guess Tommy's done with the story because I can't hear it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
Yeah, I'm a little bit sunburned now. But I live in Washington and it rained today, so I think that's pretty impressive. I think that speaks to like how well that worked.
imagine getting sun W.
I'm sure just putting olive oil by itself would have done just fine.
You clearly didn't watch the end where I said you need the tea for the smell.
Well,
Otherwise, you just smell
Olive
like
oil
olive
has
oil.
no real smell.
it's got
Yes,
like a
it fucking
slight.
does. I just spent the day covered in it.
It's
What do
got-
you
it's
mean?
got-
Wait, what? You lathered yourself in olive oil?
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Olive oil and green
That's
tea.
disgusting. Why would you do that?
I think.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like you didn't watch the story,
So-
and now you
Wow,
don't know.
really?
No,
Crazy.
Here. I think what you should have done is if you were to take the green tea, like the actual tea leaves, and like mixed it in the oil and let it sit in the oil, and then rub yourself
Listen,
in the
this
oil.
this thing
Wait,
straight up
wait.
said boil 2 cups of water and mix with 1 cup of oil.
Yeah.
What were you trying to accomplish with this?
It's tanning oil.
Or you could
Why
just
don't
buy
you just
tanning
tan
oil.
like a normal human being? You don't need oil.
Or you can tan
Right,
like the
but-
ancient Greeks.
Oh, you're white, so you get sunburned. Oh, that sucks.
No, I don't. I
Did
got
you just
sunburned
say you
today.
got burnt?
Yeah, because I had tanning oil on, which like magnifies the rays of the sun.
Okay, bro.
What the fuck is going
I'm not
on?
even gonna get into this with you.
Listen, it rained
I should
today.
have known the
on
moment you said you were mixing green tea with fucking olive oil to just shut up.
He's gonna watch the story later because it's gonna bother
No,
him
I'm not.
until he goes to bed.
I'm gonna sleep soundly knowing I'm not that fucking stupid.
But aren't you? There are a few people who have already watched all the way through.
Okay, that's
It's-
really sad.
It's wild.
Do they not have anything else going on for them in their lives?
Probably
They just
not,
sit
it's
down
fucking
and watch
boring.
a Hume story. What you know is like fucking watching a film. It's
Some of them
so
are fucking
long.
long-time fans ever since 2 months ago when I drank a Four Loko. And my story was just,
Why do you
I'm
always
in
brag
pain.
about drinking a Four Loko like it's cool?
I don't know. It's the one other thing that I did. I don't feel like I brag about it. I feel like
So what
I've-
you're telling me is all you do every day is drink Four Locos
I've
and
drank
rub
2
green
Four
tea and
Locos
oil on
ever.
yourself.
I've only ever had 2 Four Locos.
Yeah, and you bring it up in every conversation.
I don't.
You do.
I don't. We're talking about Snapchat, and that we're talking about Snapchat stories.
Yeah,
and
that's
that
you're
is
like,
the only
by the way,
other-
Four Loco.
That's the only other Snapchat story I've done recently.
Oh, such a little weasel.
All right, we've set the tone. Let's start this recording.